Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about Micron. Micron, it is one of the representative company in the memory industry. So memory industry is very interesting industry because it is always boom and buzz and repeat. You can check out this picture. Here's another thing is like the margin can exploding this year and then collapsing next year. But something has changed. We can check this chart. It's from MU. So in 2023, Micron reported that it is a 4.8 billion loss, but in 2025, they reached the record high revenue, and their gross margin it was 57%. That's super crazy. So firstly, let's talk about what Micron does. Actually, they make memory chips. What is that? You can imagine it is temporary stored data, and then the computer can read the data and then get the data to do something in later. So there are two kinds of memory. One is called DRAM. The other one is called NAND. So what's the difference between them? The DRAM is a faster one. It's more like your disk space, so it can temporarily store your data, so the CPU or the GPU can grasp the data in a faster speed. However, NAND is a slower one, but it can store more data. It's more like a library archive, and it will store the data in the SSD. So here it comes up with another special type of DRAM. It's called high bandwidth memory, aka HBM. That is what the GPU using in this year. What's the difference between the HBM and the regular DRAM? You can check this picture. We can clearly see that it is 12-layer vertical stack. So based on this architecture, it can make the data flow faster. It's 40 times faster than the regular data. Because of the speed, right? The AI chips need HBM because we know AI needs a lot of data. AI need to process huge amount of data. So they will need something to provide them quickly. And HBM played the role. Uh, how about the Micron? Micron in this year, they have sold out all of their HBM. That's really crazy. Right now it's January. They have sold out all of their HBM. So there are two kinds of opinions right now. The first one is like this time is pretty different because right now we are in the AI era. Some great memory company like Micron, they will make big money, and memory will become one of the most important thing in the AI in industry right now. But some other people would say that okay, no matter the Micron, Samsung, or whatever, they are all memory company. They can make memory. Memory is memory. The cycle always turn. So let's keep move on. And my opinion today here is like, I think the HBM, this memory company, especially Micron, they are becoming one of the most important company in the AI infrastructure. Let's say that NVIDIA, they spent 2 years with Micron. They would like to check their quality. They would like to check their detail to make sure that with Micron's HBM, they can build the best GPU. So maybe you can check this picture. Um, NVIDIA's engineer will discuss the detail with the Micron's engineer. They will discuss about the little thing, the a lot of parameter, a lot of tiny thing. They would like to make sure that everything is perfect, in theoretically. So we can say that right now they are architectural lock-in. They are depend on each other to make sure that they produce the best GPU, the best product. So uh, regarding to the Microns, they could decide, not just NVIDIA, they could decide with AMD and Google. And in the last earning call, their CEO said that, oh, right now, the Micron's memory is not just a swappable component. They are right now, it's like a system component, the key part in the GPU, in the AI infrastructure. They are becoming the strategy asset in the AI era right now. You can also check this thing. This is the latest NVIDIA Rubin. I think it can be a innovative GPU. Uh, it has 288 gigabit HBM. So what does it mean? It means that memory. Memory is the majority of the chip right now. And without HBM, we can say that the GPU is useless. And there is also a term in the semiconductor. It's called memory war. That is say that in the last uh, 30 years or 40 years, the compute power of GPU increased a lot. It increased 60,000 times in 20 years here. But how about the memory bandwidth? It only increased 100x. It, it's just like you have a Formula One engine, but you use a garden hose for fuel. That's unfair for the GPU. If you like to maximum the GPU, maximum the AI power. So that's how Jensen said in the CS last month. He said context is the bottleneck and the memory becoming the becoming a more and more important role in the AI era. And the biggest stage right now in AI era is not for compute, it's for memory right now. Let's see how he said. By the way, this is my product. I have talked before. It's called AI Takeaway. Uh, I use my product to learn things. Usually, I will pass an YouTube chat, YouTube link, and then it can extract. It will provide me a great summary, provide me some key takeaway, and I will chat here. I can make notes here, and even I will make some image based on this video. Okay, let's go back to this video.
When AI is being used, it creates this temporary knowledge, temporary memory called KV cache, key value combinations, but it's a KV cache, basically the cache of the AI, the working memory of the AI. And the working memory of the AI is stored in the HBM memory. Every single token, for every single token, the GPU reads in the model, the entire model. It reads in the entire working memory, and it produces one token. And it stores that one token back into the KV cache. And then the next time it does that, it reads in the entire memory, reads it, and it streams it through our GPU, and then generates another token. Well, it does this repeatedly, token after token after token, and obviously, if you have a long conversation with that AI, over time, that memory, that context memory is going to grow tremendously. Not to mention the models are growing, the number of turns that we're using, the AIs are increasing. We would like to have this AI stay with us our entire life and remember every single conversation we've ever had with it, right? Every single lick of research that I've asked it for. Of course, the number of people that will be sharing the supercomputer is going to continue to grow. And so this context memory, which started out fitting inside an HBM, is no longer large enough.
So let's get back here. We have a clearly understand like the memory is super important, right? Like Jensen said, in the future, if we would like to have some personal agent, like if we would like the GPT can memorize all our thing and provide us some personal recommendation, personal advice. You will ask him to store your memory, and for the memory part, we would like to get bigger and bigger. You would like to get data faster. So overall, memory has becoming the most important part in the AI infrastructure. And the market has been exploding, and there are 3 or 4 main players in this market. It includes Samsung, HK Hyners and Micron, and the price of HBM is also rising. And another thing is regarding to the Micron, they have made a multi-year contract with some big tech company like Nvidia, Google, Amazon, which means that they have locked in the supply years. That's very important for the Micron. And I would like to mention another point. This man, this professor, he's Professor King. He's the father of HBM. I have watched an interview of him like a couple of months ago. The one main point here is like the power shift GPU to memory. The main issue or the main bottleneck is the inference part. That is how the LLM output the thing. So you have to balance the memory, balance the data, balance the speed. So overall, HBM, the memory are the most important part right now. And maybe in the future, uh, it's more like a hybrid architecture, like you have the HBM cache and the HBF backend. So I think a lot of people asking the wrong question. They're asking when does the cycle turn? When does the cycle end? When will the Micron lose their margin? But I think right now the role of memory has fundamentally changed. Over people think the memory chips as a swappable component. People can swap easily, but right now it's becoming the core part of the AI infrastructure. The whole architecture built around memory. The engineer did all of the engineer they have to co-design. They have to talk about the detail. They have to make sure that all the parameter make perfect, make match, and that's the reason why they could decide with the Nvidia, with a lot of big tech company. Right now, they are not just a vendor; they are partners. They would like to make sure that all of their product work perfectly. So we talk all about the history of the memory, how good the memory, how good is the HBM market right now. So what's the advantage of Micron technology? Why do I really care about that? The first thing is they have the highest performance at HBM. Like I said before, they could design with a lot of big tech companies like Nvidia, AMD, and Google. Why? Why can they get those multi-year contract? Because they have the best HBM right now, or the one of the best. And they are, and the second thing is they have the most advanced process technology. What does it mean? It means that they can provide a lower cost. They can provide a lower cost, and they can make sure that their quality, their reliability are pretty great. And the third thing is the geopolitical thing. We talk about the SK Hyners, the Samsung, but Micron, they are the US based. So I think this is pretty important in this era right now because geopolitics, there's no reason we would like to avoid these factors. So maybe in the future, the US government will make some um, good things to make sure that Micron can take advantage of this market. But we still have some signal to what. The first thing is their margins. We have talked that right now they have achieved 57% margin highs right now, but can they sustain in the future, right? And the second thing is the stage of their involvement design. Because if they can involve in the as early as the design involvement, they can make sure that um they can have a very strong relationship with those big tech company, and which can make sure that Micron can still be a leader in this market. So that's the key takeaway from this video. The first thing is I think there's no more cycle. The world have changed, the AI paradigm shift. Right now, regarding to the AI infrastructure, memory has becoming more and more important. Not just the compute part. And maybe in the future, because our, like Elon Musk said, or other, like Jensen said, we would like to make sure that everybody can use AI. AI can be cheap, can be very cheap. If we would like to make sure that memory is becoming a very important part, it should be like electricity. And regarding to the Micron, they are the essential part of the market. They are really stable because they have make a multi-year contract with a lot of big company, and they are predictable because like the geopolitics reason. So that's today's video. Thanks for your watching. Please subscribe and like. See you.